Yes, now.
Very good. Now you have to answer two answers. Take clear moment of time, read carefully, then go for answers. Being a tough and tricky question, I don't want you to jump to two answers immediately. First, choose one alphabet which you think the best out of it. Let's start with number one. Then we'll go to second choice. Which one you feel very much clear this could be one of the answer. Let's do one. People watching from YouTube and LinkedIn, you can leave your answers in a chat message. People here, I'm looking for answers. Start with one answer. Seems a very tricky question. I can see people already thinking a lot and lot and lot. All right, I got few alphabets here right now. At least let's. Can I expect rest of them also give some alphabets? People who are ready to answer. It's okay. Don't worry about right and wrong. Give a try. Give a try. Okay. All right. Let us start with some discussion so we get some answers. By the way, don't judge by one question yourself. If it is a good judgment, I'm happy. Don't make a bad judgment. If answer goes wrong, oh my God, I'm so bad. Don't do that. One question cannot judge you, okay? Because it depends on the time, your reading ability, many things are there. So let's start the discussion now. What I can do is I can pull one of them. Who can I pull? Maybe I'll pull Mayank. I see your name in the last, and you also bold enough to give two answers. Also Rajiv. Let's pull Mayank. Mayank, don't go to the answer now. First, let us know what is the interesting sentence in this question, whole question, as per you.
For me, the project team is overwhelmed by the number of benefits requested. So that is something which is a challenge for
I'll go down. I'll go down. Which line you're telling about?
the last in the last
Okay. The
lines.
project team is overwhelmed by the number of benefits requested. Okay. So you feel this is going to be a challenge for the team? Is it your observation?
Yes, because it's like too many things to be done. So
Ah,
I think that's one of the main challenges for the project manager to decide.
okay. But how do we conclude? 18 is too many. But
Because
at least,
the team is overwhelmed, or else they would be
ah,
like.
okay. Okay. So the team feels like that. We don't know whether it is over or not, but the team feels like that's a message you're getting. All right. So that's a good take from you. Okay. And as we know already, always we read the last line of the question carefully. So what is the last line?
Which of the two actions?
Uh, Last line is project team. Also, we have always focus on who is being targeted in the question, right? Who? When I see the who parameter, I think team is being targeted. It's not the project. It's not the project team. It's not the sponsor. It is not any stakeholder. It is about the team themselves, what to do. So what I'm hearing from Mayank is it's overwhelmed. Look like, but yeah, team is not really okay. They're surprised, and what action they do. Okay. Then what's your choice? What choice goes away for as per you, Mayank? Why you thought A goes away?
Because for me, project team has to take action, and project team is overwhelmed, so they would like to clarify. So if they directly start iteratively incorporating stakeholder feedback and progress on benefit delivery comes after. First, we have to decide what we need to do, or it's
Hmm.
after too late.
Hmm. 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 So it doesn't look like Right, time fitment. Okay.
Yes. And
I see you even pushed B away.
yeah, because quality policy of the project again too much ahead. First, we are just first we have to satisfy the project team that they must deliver this. Then only quality comes
Okay.
after that. How they will deliver, what is the quality parameters and all. So I think it's
Okay. Okay.
still data there.
So it's going out. However, you feel C is a better choice. Mm.
Yes, for me because they need to clarify
Mm.
more with the stakeholders that what is that they really want sometimes because stakeholders might also not be clear about okay this must can be done or not and those sort of things.
Hmm.
So this discussion
Okay.
can be a good choice.
Okay. Okay. Co-develop key performance indicator for the proposed benefits with the stakeholders. Co-develop KPIs. This has been shot down by you at least from your answers. And I see you even said
Again with
E.
the timing, yeah, E is good
Define the
because
success criteria.
yeah
Okay.
because for it's
Hmm.
good that let's say if there is some decision going on even if they go for the 18 then we need to have the success criteria of those 18.
Okay. 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 I see your point there. That's a good point I heard from you. Thanks for sharing that, Mayank, your view. I'll quickly listen one more person, then I go for some more discussions. Probably I'll pull in Amurta. I too see you chosen two answers. So, Amurta, what is your view here?
Yes. So I selected A and B initially, but then I went through the question twice, and then I saw like the A and C looks more appropriate.
Ah,
So in this case, we see like we have an opportunity. We already received the benefits, okay,
ah,
and the overwhelmed. Yes, that will be the scenario, or always the things may happen. But what I why I have selected A is like it should be iterative. I mean, at least it should start and we'll incorporate the feedback and the measures progress on the benefits of the
mm,
delivery so that we can showcase it and we can have it because we have received the funds from the UN, so we have to go ahead. We cannot just sit back and see like what things to that we can address or something like that. That could be the first point from my end. The another option that I have selected is the work with the stakeholder for the better understanding and their needs. And there we will involve the multiple stakeholders, not only the benefiters who were involved, but I will involve all the possible stakeholders, which will be positive, negative, and we'll go ahead with the project.
okay. So, if I hear from you, stakeholders will ask like this: why a team should be overwhelmed? It's a part of your role. You have to go iteratively, repeatedly, talk to them and implement the feedback. That's your view.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Prepare the
Uh,
quality reports. Of course, the later phase, which will
hmm.
come little, but the first two things that
Okay.
would come on the priority is
Uh-huh.
the two, I
Uh-huh.
feel.
Okay. Okay. The idea looks nice, iteratively implementing, but the question is, um, if I read the last but one sentence, the country A stakeholders list 18 benefits they would like the project to realize. Uh, is it a feedback or is it a requirement?
Let
How do you
me
see that? When they say 18
take it as
benefits,
an
18 benefits,
opportunity. Yeah, it's a
opportunities, you see that opportunity. Okay. Hmm. So you see that as a feedback.
feedback. Yes,
Okay, okay. So it is not a feature, it is not a requirement, it is not a spec. We call spec, right? Specification.
Hmm.
Don't you see that as a spec or a specification? Because yeah, of course you can.
Like yeah,
It's a bit tricky to differentiate feedback and spec. Feedback could be is I did something, the quality should be 6.5, but the quality is a 6.4. Definitely some measures will go on. I will discuss, hey, quality should be 6.5. That's a parameter we know. Yeah, I can hear it. But the feedback could be of how can we do this better? What can we do? But here I'm seeing in the country stakeholder list benefits they would like to see. Is it something like acceptance criteria by any chance? Is it
yes,
going in
yes,
that
yes,
direction?
yes, 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 yes. Would
Kind of,
like
right?
to.
Like to. Okay, let's not conclude it. So I got A and C. I got also one more answer. What I got is, I believe, what Mayank gave, C and E, I believe. I heard one more
E.
answer also. I'm seeing many alphabets. I mean, in fact, all the alphabets I'm getting, except one, no, D is also there. I have all the alphabets. So before I jump to the answer, first the question is, which you are a PMP preparing person. Now, which area or which knowledge PMI is targeting in this question? For example, quality management or risk management, stakeholder
Under
management, communication. Where they're
under
targeting? I'm sorry, go ahead.
risk management, stakeholder
Risk
management.
management. Okay, so one is I'm seeing as a risk management. Very good. What I'm seeing next is stakeholder management.
Stakeholder.
Okay, anything else coming up here? Mostly risk and stakeholder, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, okay. All right, good. Now, what we do here is we will see what are the areas working out. If you look at here, one of the section is stakeholder, rightly you all said that. What is collaborating with stakeholders? Evaluate engagement needs for the stakeholders. Build trust and influence stakeholders and expectation from the project teams, what they do. Now, for which, what I want to show here is in what scenario this is happening. Let's see that. Either the project in the beginning stage or project is already happening. Now, let me put the question to you people here. Is this a project in the very beginning stage, what you see here, or project has progressed deep inside? Where are we? What is your thought?
It's beginning.
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 Okay. How you conclude is a beginning stage?
Because they are being stakeholder engagement, the second line, they begin the stakeholder.
Okay. So several countries will receive funding to establish wind energy. Will receive. I don't think it has happened. It's going to happen. Can we say like that? Country A, project teams are assigned and they begin
They
begin
begin.
begin stakeholding. Look like it's in a very starting stage. So imagine a project is like this. Your project is going to like this, and somewhere we are here in this place. Okay. If you are in this place and we're hearing that a stakeholder is pretty important, and also I'm hearing risk is pretty important here. Now, what we'll do here is we will see a little more information on this. For example, let's go to this one. Okay. This picture you should have seen somewhere in our class, right? Now, in this case, what are we doing? The scenario where you saw, where is it now? Out of these steps, let's talk from the predictive model. Okay, let's not go ahead. Let's go from predictive model. Which step we are now? Where are we?
Business case.
Business case.
Is it you mean this
think project charter, I guess, because stakeholder is already in.
project charter? Okay. So in business case, what you do? We justify, right? We justify whether to go, no go. Should we do business or should we not do business? What's the decision happening there? Is it a decision making place?
No, it's already done.
Decision is done. So we are not talking business case, right? Business cases, should we really do this energy system? Should we really go for it? What is the benefit if we do that? Are we talking that there, benefit management at the project level? Should we take a solar energy? Should I take a windmill energy? Are they conversing that in that question?
Done. Yeah.
I believe we crossed it. I believe we
crossed it.
crossed. We
Yes.
crossed it. Okay. Crossed it. Okay. Let's imagine a contract has been signed. Someone said project charter. What can be inside the project charter?
I think stakeholder engagement, who would be the stakeholder and other things.
Okay. Some of high level information.
Yes.
High level. Did we see high level information in the question?
No.
Or detailed?
No, it's high
High
level.
level even.
When they say 18 items or 18 checklist bullet points, is it a high level or detailed?
I think it's a high level. Detail what needs to be done, it is not mentioned.
Okay. So for benefit of everyone, what I do is I'll go back again. Now look at this question again now. Now read it one more time. See, is it at the business case choosing level? Is it in the project charter level? Or is it in the requirement gathering level? Where are we?
Requirement gathering.
Requirement gathering. Uh-huh. So when you hear this, they say the country A. Okay, we don't know which country it is. Now they list 18 benefits. This list means when this list would come to you. You are imagine X company and you are doing for somebody called country A. At what moment you will get this list? In this sheet which I shared you, in what moment you will get it? I'll go here.
Hope.
In what moment you will get it? I'll make it a little more interesting for you. Now look at this. Let me know in what level you will get this.
If I'm the project team member, then at WBS level also maybe
Possible.
because yeah,
Project
because I'm
scope.
like it, then only I will get it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So can we say we crossed the Y section already? That's why we are here in this question.
Yes.
Yes,
We
very
crossed
nice.
the Y. Okay. Are we talking how to do in this question?
No.
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 So
What?
we are not why, we are not talking how. So where are we now?
What?
What?
Okay. We are somewhere here, right? We are somewhere here in this case called what to do. When you collect this information, it could be requirement documentation. Some class we'd have heard that. Imagine it could be 3000 pages of document. Just an imagination, okay? Later it has been further discussed. 3000 can turn into 4000 or it can even turn to, let's imagine 2000 pages of document. Now what is happening here is, can I say in this kind of a conversation, you are hearing 18 items. Can I say like that? Now my team is so much surprised with this item. Is it the reaction happening?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, possible, possible. Okay, very good. We are in this place. We are not in why, we are not in how and when. That comes a bit later. But we are collecting this information. I'm assuming this is a predictive model. I didn't decide agile, non-agile because I took it straightforward because it nowhere is mentioned as hybrid or agile. So I took this model. However, it is we are in the what section. Now in this what section, you should understand a little more. Now look at this picture and probably you'll get a little more information. What is the difference between project charter, okay, and maybe a scope statement? What is the difference between these two guys? At least these two guys. What's the difference?
Charter as an high level detail, high level risks, high level
Uh-huh.
requirement.
Uh-huh. Okay. So we are going to
Scope.
have more of high level here.
Yes.
Okay. So what is in a scope statement?
In scope, out scope, out of the
Uh,
scope, everything
uh,
covers in the scope statement.
what a project will and won't, which means I'm getting a clarity of it. And for information, this is a place we collect something called acceptance
Criteria.
criteria. So how important this acceptance criteria is?
Very important.
Pretty much important, right? Without this, I cannot move. If these people are giving 18 bullet points, this 18 bullet points can give some benefit for them. Some benefit. We don't know what benefit it is. So they didn't talk here. Maybe they are here. Okay. So let's go a little more back to understand this a little more better now. Okay. Now, if you come here, this question is targeting more about understanding the details from the customer. Okay, that's the main point. Now, there's a team members are overwhelmed. The project team is overwhelmed by number of benefits requested. Of course, customer need is they're going to give for 18 or 20 or 100 benefits. We don't know. Now, I saw answers A, B, C, D, and E. In this, out of all these answers, which answer will make you very close to your customer? Which means you can really listen to them. What is that going to happen?
See,
See,
C is the one. Okay, I'm hearing C because it says work with the stakeholders to better understand. You feel this is the first start for this one? One of the answer. Still, we couldn't conclude which is a good answer. Now, when you look at this C looks pretty closer. I'll make it a little more interesting for you before I declare the answer. Let's go a little more on this part. Now look at this question. What is a core issue on this question is, if you look out, the project team benefit overloaded with 18 request outcomes. They need to respond strategically, not emotionally. Okay. Why I'm saying this? Not emotionally, which means when you do emotional factors, this will happen. What not to do. Ignore stakeholder input and reduce its list arbitrarily. This could happen. Or try to deliver all benefits without assessing. And this very common happens in project management, because emotionally I feel that these guys are always like this. They'll give a lot of requirements, a lot of changes. Let's go and do it. No, rather, first thing is you look out for checking the expectations from the customer. And then you also look for prioritization. Now take a moment and look at the right side. What is called criteria for benefits. Let know which bullet point makes sense for you out of 1, 2, 3, and 4. When you want to listen to the benefit of the customer, which one is impressive for you?
Alignment with strategic objectives.
Alignment with?
Strategic objectives.
Measurable impact.
Okay. Is anyone watching out? Benefit must be quantifiable. Is it important? Is it also important? Yeah, it's key part, right? It should be time bound. It should have a clarity. Success means a benefit to contribute to long-term sustainability. Now, what is happening here is, in this whole process, if you look at this whole process, the core thing is too much of items are there, definitely overwhelmed. But how I am going to make that understanding clear for my team? And what is a success criteria? A success criteria could be an acceptance criteria, could be a key bullet points what my customer want to give. So if I get back here, the question is looking out. Several countries will receive funding to establish a wind energy. Very good. This is a program or a project. Now in country A, the team is assigned. Now the country A lists down 18 benefits. I don't know whether it is a positive benefit or a negative benefit. I really don't know what it is. Now the team is overwhelmed. You really don't know, but you are surprised and overwhelmed. So what to do there? Now, two actions the team should take here. One is I can say straight away, I cannot do this. Or I just do what I understood. So this is going to give a bad impression with my stakeholders. Just to do can bring a lot of bug and issue in the system. Rather, one thing you can do is first listen to your stakeholders. That's a start point. Okay, let's then put the answer on the screen. Bit tricky question. All right, the answer goes with C and E. I'll give few seconds first to digest the answer, then we'll discuss again. Now, looking at the answer or justification, what stage of the project we are? Before
Correct.
contract, after contract?
After contract.
After contract.
Okay. 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 I know some of you chosen E, some of you chosen C, some of you chosen different alphabet also. Now, at any cost, is in this everyone in this room, do you all agree that I should first sit with my stakeholders and listen to them? Do you all agree for that point?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Which means straight away I can go with the answer C, because in this whole scenario, the last 10-15 minutes which you observed, stakeholder chapter is highly focused here. When I have a confusion, when I have an overwhelmed feel, I first need to get a clarity on what I'm going to do. How should I get a clarity? Definitely, you will have something called stakeholder engagement plan. You go and you check that, evolve with your stakeholders, sit with them, listen to them, talk to them, you get more inputs. And that's a first, foremost starting point, right? Rest all can be anything. Second answer can be anything which can make this better. But the first one is first listen to them. However, the most important thing I'm really liking here is there is something called define. What does this English word define means? What does define means?
Detailed information. Detailed.
Or
More detailed, isn't it? Detailed. So now, if you say 18 benefits, I'm really interested to know, can you give me the breakout of all these success bullet points? So define success criteria for the benefits delivery with the key stakeholders. I will sit and talk to them. Can you tell me point number 1, under this what all happening? Benefit number 8, what all going to happen? Benefit number 18, what all going to happen? I'm going to collect this. In this, some can be added, some can be even rejected. I don't want to feel myself exhausted by looking at the 18 items. Rather, go and sit and talk to them, listen to them, ask them to elaborate. What do you mean by benefit? Can you give me some KPIs? Part of this, probably I can get this, which means co-develop key performance indicator for the proposed benefit. That comes later. But first thing is I want to get this defined clearly. The moment I understand this, chances are I can go and sit and draft those benefits. But before this, I will not jump there. It's too early. So now I can listen to them and see those benefits. Now, question to you, still you all feel that it is part of acceptance criteria? Is it acceptance criteria or even beyond that?
to me, it's acceptance criteria.
Yeah.
The
Okay, let's
benefits.
read benefit. Okay, let's see the question again. Answer again. Sometimes project teams must perform a role of business analyst, validating the proposal, or project, or refining the scope as a project is initiated. Now it is initiated. You cannot do anything. It's already started. In this case, the benefit and business requirement should be clarified before the project begins. See, you're not going to challenge the contract. Contract is signed. Let's assume like that contract is signed. But you're getting clarified what do you mean by that. If somebody says the wind energy should give me 125 kilowatts, something like this, I will tell 120 kilowatts, is it for per day or per hour or per week? Am I doing that clarity here? Which means working with the stakeholders to better understand their needs and define the success criteria for the benefit. Can you give me clarity on this? When I collect this, I believe I get more clear detail what is achievable or non-achievable. Do you see that's happening here with answer C and E? Which means you go more detailed. Ensuring valuable outcomes from stakeholders means maintaining collaborative relationship, which means I will look at this as a collaboration. But now question comes back. Amrita, I think you are the one, right? You pointed out I will go iterative. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Even today it looks nice, right? I can do iteratively this process, defining process, nothing wrong in it. But that can be later part. Rather, first my focus would be is to sit and listen to them and then chart down all the benefits. But the feedback can come when I start delivering something. I didn't go to that stage right now. That's why I said this is a little more early for us. I should first understand from them what they need. From there, I can move forward. Was it a tricky question today?
Yes. But if we'll read the question 2, 3 times, 4 times, we'll understand the actual situation. Yes.
Yeah, we are trying to convince ourselves after seeing the answer. Okay, this could be the answer. Some questions are like this. Don't expect you will get all these kind of questions in main exam. Every 10 to 15 question, imagine you get one question like this in main exam. How you will handle it? In a 60 question exam, imagine you have 4 questions like this. How much time you can spend on this?
Max
1 minute,
2, max 2.
2 minutes, right? 2 minutes. So you cannot read the same question 3-4 times. Rather, you will read hardly 1 or 2 minutes. After that, you can stay here. But in main exam, chances are you may get at least every 60 question, 2 to 3 questions like this. These are the questions which will shake your confidence. You will read it, but you get a clue, you don't get a clue. But good thing I found you people all here is you all say that this is from stakeholder management and some risk management. At least we got the area. Once you got the area, now why I took time to put this point here is when I read a question, you think, can we keep like this the chart that will help us in our brain? Which stage this question could come? I would say this is also one of the way you can narrow down, okay, this question contract has been signed, things are going well. It is somewhere in between the contract and this stage, you can say. When the estimation comes in somewhere between what and how to do. So if I have this clarity, chances are I may go a little more better in the answer. So this chart could help you in tricky questions, not all the questions, tricky questions. You can keep an eye on it. Yeah.
So Sri, one question from my side. Okay.
Hmm.
So in case we have to just select the only one option. Okay. So which would be the better one? It
Okay.
should be E as per me, but
Okay.
what you
So,
suggest?
so which one you will strike out if, because we have to give only A, B, C, D, E should not be there. So which one I can strike out?
Then it should be C
Remove
only.
this. If you remove this one, then what will do?
Yeah, then C should be
Okay,
the
fine, go
better.
here. But is it KPI tempting us by any chance?
Yes, the KPI actually was tempting a lot because I felt that the success criteria and KPIs, there is
Uh-huh.
no much difference between them.
Okay. Okay. So now you're talking about co-develop KPI for the proposed benefit. But the question here is first we want to understand what is the proposed benefit. You're
Hmm.
telling that explain the proposed benefit. From there we can create a KPI.
Yeah,
Isn't
I
it?
don't.
So that is where a struggle is. See, because if the team understood, they would have not overwhelmed. When you get overwhelmed, when you don't understand really what these guys are asking. So they didn't understand itself clearly what these guys are asking. On top of that, if I ask them to create a KPI, chances are I may do more mistakes. So rather, I will understand it, then we'll create a put. I will come to D after E. That's a message.
Hmm.
Yeah. How tricky a question can be. I purposely put it because to see that how can we see from this perspective, especially on why we do, what we do, and when or how we do. If I divide these 3 categories, I may look the answers in a better way. All right, that's what I have in the question right now.